biodiversity and climate change. The protection of biodiversity and the fight against climate change are complex, interlinked issues. Lasting solutions for these ecological problems can only be found if we rethink the way we live. Biodiversity loss continues, yet humans depend on water, food, and medicines for survival. Animal species are disappearing, tropical forests and wetlands are rapidly shrinking. Mankind depends on ecosystems, and we have to find ways to live in better harmony with nature. Today, there are scientific evidence and greater public awareness about the broad impact of global warming and deforestation. But unfortunately, not sufficient actions from individuals and politicians. Climate change and higher pollution are causing many extreme weather catastrophes. Over the last 40 years, global carbon emissions are 40% higher. Sadly, those suffering from poverty are the most affected by biodiversity harm and climate disorder. The outcomes of recent UN conferences about biodiversity and climate change were disappointing. Intergovernmental debates must continue and move ahead. A compromise reflecting contradictory interests was agreed upon, but political will was lacking to respond to the required climate goals. Moreover, the pandemic and energy crisis led to many broken promises. Global warming continues while the world economy remains dependent on coal, oil, and natural gas. The big question is how liable are industrialized countries to bear the costs for climate adaptation. Poor countries are asking rich ones to finance the transition towards a green economy. Big polluters have a greater responsibility for finding urgent solutions to reduce carbon emissions over the next decades. Even if some policies are expected to be put in place to protect the biodiversity of the planet until 2030, political commitment was insufficient to meet the target objectives. Scientific and technological collaboration will be reinforced, but there is still a long way to go. The creative economy should also engage in new approaches to support sustainable development. The fashion industry accounts for 10% of all global greenhouse gas emissions. Let us hope that sustainable fashion will gradually replace fast fashion behavior. Art and creativity can help sensitize the citizens to adopt environmental friendly habits. Films, music, books, advertising, and video games, as well as architects and pop artists, can inspire greater environmental conscience. Creative enterprises from all fields should adopt ecological practices by saving energy and promoting greener materials and technologies. Climate action is an emergency. We should not give up.